Hey Boo Kittens, it's me Keisha and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13 episode 13 review. All the ladies are preparing for the Barcelona trip and Sutton is the host of it, and she has decided to bring her dance mentor's ashes so she can finally free them to the earth. They get to Barcelona and they stay in a haunted chateau, child. Everybody's scared. Don't nobody want to sleep in their room by themselves, child. And the lady that run the house talking about it be little people running around running around the house. Baby, I would have went to the first hotel. Because y'all not about to play with me. No, I have lived too long for this foolishness. So they have dinner that night. And this is where things kick off, honey. The ladies are seated. They're having dinner. And Annemarie says there is an elephant in the room. And she has some things that she needed to get off her chest. Okay. Now, mind you, there wasn't no elephant in the room. Everybody was getting along. Girl, you just needed to say whatever you had to say. She goes on to bring up what happened at the homeless, not toothless event. And if somebody don't change that name, okay, I need for that to happen ASAP. Anywho, so Sutton says that, she just didn't like that Annemarie said that she was lonely and insecure. Like, she didn't like that comment at all. And Garcelle chimes in and was like, yeah, I didn't like that lonely comment either, because it was basically saying that since we're single, that means that we're lonely. And that couldn't be the further thing from the truth. And I hate when married women do that. I got a man, or want somebody in a relationship. I got a man, so that means like life is great. Like, that's the end all be all. Child, please. So Annemarie then says, well, several of us were angry that night. I said things I wasn't proud of and I apologize for them. Okay. And it was like, girl, who you talking to? Because I know you ain't trying to apologize that way with an attitude. And so, everybody was just kind of looking at her. So then she says, anybody that I may have offended, I apologize. And Crystal jumps into the conversation and was like, yeah, calling me insecure. And Annemarie was like, oh, yeah, we're going to get to you in a minute. And it was Dorit face for me. Dorit was looking like, oh, we starting? Oh, I ain't even poured my tea. Good Google Moogle. So Annemarie was like, the first night I met Crystal was at a mutual friend's house around the holidays in 2022. And what Crystal said to me about this group of women was, you ladies were not intelligent, nobody was educated, and you were shallow. So Crystal jumps in and was like, shallow and uneducated. And right then and there, that's when I knew, girl, you said it. Because anytime somebody accuse you of something and then you repeat what they said back, you're trying to figure out your lie in your head. So I was like, yeah, girl, you said it. You most definitely said it. And I would have admitted to it. I would have been like, yeah, that was at a time, where I was just getting to know y'all or whatever. And I said it. My bad. I apologize. But she didn't. She didn't cop to it. So Sutton was like, well, we all know I'm educated. So Dorit in her confessional gonna say, you're nowhere near more educated than the rest of us, by the way, child bride. While you were busy getting married at 12, we were building businesses, graduating college, doing things to educate ourselves. And I was like, well, why didn't you say that in the scene, Dorit? Because these are the type of reads we've been waiting for from you. And we haven't gotten it in like the last 3-4 seasons. It's like you should have said that in the moment. Because that child bride comment tickled me, honey. And mind you, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how Crystal clapped back to her this week on social media. So after that, Garcelle was like, well, did you say that? And Crystal says, I would not say that to someone I just met. I don't feel that way. So then Crystal in her confession was like, that's false. I never said those things. And the producers then went back to 2020, I believe, or 2021 in her confessional when she was like, these women are quite savvy, but they're clearly not highly educated. Girl, you said it. You said it. You think that you're smarter than all of these women. You know what I'm saying? You think that, So, then Annemarie was like, and you said that the ladies were fake socialites and you were the only true socialite of the group. So Sutton did jump in again. So I was like, we all know that I'm a socialite, so I don't care. Sutton was like, let me make it clear who I am. I am an educated socialite, honey, and nobody's going to take that away from me. So Dorit in her confession was like, what that basically is saying is this is my excuse for not being interesting because my intellect is too high. No, you're boring. And I was like, okay, once again, another good clapback. Why you ain't said in that scene, Dorit? And the same could be said about you. You're boring AF. You have not brought anything to this show in like 4-5 seasons. So, girl, save it. I hope that we get a showdown between Crystal and Dorit at the reunion. So, because they both gonna have to bring it, honey, in order to get that diamond for next season. So Garcelle was like, did you say that? And Crystal looking up and to the left. And that's when they say a person is lying, when they look up and to the left. She was like, no, I didn't say that. And Annemarie was like, you need for people to think that you're better than them. It goes back to your insecurities. And Crystal was like, the girl who calls herself a doctor who's a nurse. So Sutton was like, okay, don't make the little people come out. And Garcelle cracking up laughing. Then Annemarie jumped back in and clapped back with, you know what else I want from you? I want to thank you for giving you something to talk about and making your ads relevant. Honey, everybody at the table was like, oh my God, she is eviscerating Crystal, poor thing. Baby, Erica couldn't do nothing but just put her head down in shame. The next day, Garcelle talks to Annemarie in Annemarie's room, and Annemarie clarifies that Crystal in fact said that about them. She was like, one thing about me is I do not lie. Then we see Crystal talking to Sutton, and Sutton was like, girl, she calling you a liar. And Crystal's like, yeah, but I don't think anyone believes it. Anyone. And Sutton was kind of looking at her like, I don't think you read that room correctly. I think everyone believed what she said. So Erica asks Dorit as they're waiting on the girls to come down, does she think that what Crystal said was true? And they both was pretty much like, yeah. So Crystal says she doesn't need someone to validate that she's telling the truth like Sutton does. Well, in this case, you do, love, because all the girls looking at you sideways. So the girls gather, and Erica was like, I got some good news. Let me do my Erica voice. I got some good news this morning, and I think that maybe it's important for you, Crystal. Attached are 2 decisions today from the district court on our appeal regarding the earrings. The district court reverses the bankruptcy court's turnover order. So everybody get to clapping like, yay! What that mean, girl? So basically that meant that they had proof to show that the earrings were, they didn't have proof to show that the earrings were purchased with client money. Okay. So everybody congratulates her and, says that that's wonderful. Garcelle, however, still says in her confessional that she just wishes that she would give the earrings back to help the victims. Erica at this point is irritated and mad because she expected a bigger reaction out of the girls considering how, majority of them was going so hard on her the previous seasons. And I get it. Cause she said, I told y'all just wait, give me a minute and y'all will see what's really tea. But we're not going to act like you didn't say you don't care about the victims. It's all about you. We're not going to act like you were not selfish in what was going on. You said some really terrible things and your behavior was equally as bad, ma'am. So on the way to wherever they was going, Crystal becomes car sick and her veins is popping out, and Annemarie get out to check on her. And so now everybody looking like y'all was just beefing last night, and now here go Annemarie having to come to your rescue, and then we're left on a cliffhanger, child. And I was like, I ain't never heard of veins popping out being a crazy thing. Like, I ain't never heard of that. Maybe I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. But overall, it was a pretty good episode. I'm gonna give this week's episode of Beverly Hills a B+. It was good. It was one of the better episodes of this season. We're winding down. We only got like a few more episodes to go before the season finale and the reunion, and I'm excited about it. I'm actually excited about what's to come in the Housewives franchise. Up next, we'll have Jersey coming back. We'll have Dubai, hopefully, prayfully. Jersey should be coming back soon too as well. So those are the 3 that will be up next as far as Housewives shows. And I'm pretty excited because y'all know Jersey always brings the heat. And as far as Crystal's clapback towards Dorit, she put up a picture of her and her husband's wedding day and captioned it, "Keys to a successful marriage. Set aside quality time together, express love and appreciation, manage conflict constructively, buy, don't borrow diamond necklaces for your wife. Hashtag RHOBH." And that was referring to the episode when PK borrowed those diamond jewelry pieces for her to wear during their dinner date that night. So she was shading her like, "My husband can afford it, ma'am." And so then somebody in the comment section was like, don't acquire mass amounts of debt. And Crystal responded, "Number 1. Okay, Crystal, I need for you to bring that energy to the reunion, ma'am, because y'all got to spice this up if y'all want to keep y'all positions, honey, especially you and Dorit. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.